Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Independent Dungeon Exploring Adventures, or I.D.E.A. This is the episode 0 of what we're doing, where we're going to make some characters for my buddy Jay Griffith's D&D one-shots and play through them. We've got our explicit instructions for the DM to make our characters, and we just figured it would be fun to do a kind of a hangout and make up some characters to do some Dungeons & Dragons. It's been a long time since I even looked at D&D. Our most recent player of the two people that are with me right now is Owen from Game with the Cooler. Say hi.
Howdy.
It's
near me.
You just keep turning away from it. And then Kris from Way of the Brush.
Were you about to say Way of the Cooler?
Way of the Cooler. I think I was going to. It was for a moment.
Game with the Brush.
For Game with the Brush. For a minute, you merged together into a monster with two heads. You were like an Etten.
Exactly it.
And then we got Kris from Way of the Brush, who's going to be playing in the campaign as well. In these one-shot adventures, the whole plan here is that we have a whole bunch of folks in, different players, different DMs, and just play some adventures and have a good time. This will probably become a fairly regular, maybe bi-monthly Sunday show, and we're going to kick it off with some stuff in Ravenloft. We're going to the darkness. So Jay's given us some instructions basically for generating characters. First one is we're using the points buy system for generating stats in the player's handbook. If you haven't done that before, it's basically you have 27 points to spend, and depending upon how high your stats are, it costs more of that 27 point budget to buy a stat. You had to buy all 6 of your stats, and it means that for the DM, there's a range of stats. This is Owen's explanation of it to me. Like, you're not going to get spike stats, basically. He's not going to go a guy with all 18s.
Less wild, less failure. Everyone's just kind of like, you're going to have things you're good at, you're going to have things you're bad at. That's how I saw it.
And for doing pickup games, it makes a lot of sense doing the points buy system, because you're not just like getting random derpy characters or random like superhero halflings. Yeah. Like the first time we tried to do this, where you're like 18, 18, 16, 18, 15. Yeah. And then our second one is we'll only be using the player handbook rules to start, with 2 minor exceptions. We can do a racial option of Caliban. They're somewhat salvage and potentially malformed humans that occupy a place in the D&D ecology between half-orcs and Goliaths. You simply use the half-orc rules from the player handbook, but the appearance is different and they carry no orcish blood. So you look more like Neanderthals, almost like brutish humans. And then the next part is, in addition to the player's handbook, players can choose the Haunted One background from Curse of Strahd, page 209. So I have my copy of Curse of Strahd here as well, if you guys want to start looking through that. So 209, that's an option. And the next part is gods available for divine characters are Vecna, Lathander, the Celtic Pantheon gods. We get starting golden equipment as normal, with the exception that potions of healing are not available. We can't buy any heal pots. Every player will need a miniature for their character, as well as familiars and animal companions they start with. And start at first level, but each player can choose one of the following upgrades. Either +1 to each of 2 different abilities, +2 to a single ability, a feat, and then the last one is no henchmen or NPC companions available. So, I'm going to kick it off. Well, let's just do all of our points buy to start off with, and our races. What races do you guys want to play?
I think class is actually the way to go about it.
Well, the player's handbook, it was race, then stats, then class.
So, like, what class you are is going to dictate what kind of stats you want.
Right, gotcha.
And what kind of stats you get is also impacted by your race.
So let's talk about that.
When I have in the past went to build one, I pick what kind of class I want to play, and then mold my stats to match the way my class would function.
Cool, yeah.
Because, like, it's true, you can go the other way, but you end up in situations where you'll be like, well, I guess I have Charisma 12, so I'm not going to be a good bard, but I'll try. Like,
well, it says choose race, choose class, then do stats, so that would make sense with what you're saying. The race for me, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between humans and dwarves. What are you thinking for race?
I'll be honest, I haven't really thought very much about this.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're involved and excited.
Yeah, I have had some busy days.
That's fair. What about you, Kris?
I was thinking Dragonborn or just human or something. Yeah.
Why'd you like the idea of the Dragonborn? I remember you had a cool Dragonborn miniature that you were painting.
I just like I like the look of them, and they're different, and it's outside the norm. I mean, like initially I was thinking, I'll go elf, and then it's like I'm elf for everything. So
you are an elf kind of in everything. Your 40k armies are all Eldar.
Yeah, it's just
you're just playing Deepkin.
Yeah.
Why? Exactly. What is your obsession with the elves?
I don't know.
Is it because they're pointy?
Maybe.
Do you like David Bowie? Is that why? Yeah. Is it a David Bowie thing? Is it a Ziggy Stardust thing? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is a little bit. Now that I think about it. You might be unlocking something.
I might. I don't know.
Anyway,
we're getting into deep stuff.
But as far as the Dragonborn are concerned, yeah, I think they're kind of fun. I mean, they're just big lizard duders, and
well, they have an interesting background too, because they're out. They live very long, and they have like a different kind of like life path than like the humans and stuff too.
But I didn't want to do the Dragonborn again, even though we really didn't go very far with that one, because I think it was a Dragonborn
Paladin. I think you're a Paladin.
Yeah, it was a Paladin, right? And so. I don't know.
Boring. Dudley Do-Right dragons.
Yeah, so I'm
We're going. So here's the thing. So I have a concept in my head for mine, mostly because I was reading through the backgrounds and stuff. One of my favorite parts of the player's handbook is all the player backgrounds, and there's a charlatan background, and there's also when I was reading the ranger class, I was like, there's the hunter. You have to pick your preferred like prey type, and one of them's undead. And I was like, if you could be a charlatan undead hunter, you're basically a Ghostbuster. And so like that was literally my player concept. I was like, I could just be Pete Venkman, where like I'm just trying to get paid, and occasionally I'm faking it and like like rattling bones in the walls and stuff like that. And that was kind of where I was at. I was like, maybe I'll just be a Ghostbuster. Somebody, and then he's like because he's been like messing with the spirits for so much, they like wander him into Ravenloft, like like my background. They're like, no, now you have to go fight real ghosts. Well, I'd be like a faker basically.
I gave a quick look to the haunted ones, and actually it sounds kind of fun too. So,
what's the background for that? What were you looking at?
It was you said it was page 209, and so I just had a quick read of it, and it was
You have a ghost that's like following you around?
No, they kind of have this bloodlust like thing going on.
Ooh, bloodlust.
Yeah.
The haunted one. So, I see. Okay, so you get proficiencies. Choose 2 from Arcana, Investigation, Religion, and Survival. 2 languages that are exotic. One of which can be exotic, like Abyssal and stuff. And then you get a Monster Hunters pack, and you can either 1 trinket of special significance or roll 1 on the Gothic trinkets table. And you had a harrowing event that defined your life. Interesting. An apparition has haunted your family and follows you around. An Oni took your sibling one cold, dark night, and you were unable to stop it. You're cursed with lycanthropy and later cured, and you're haunted by all the innocent people you killed. That's cool. Yeah. These are neat.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that actually might be a lot of fun.
Do a haunted one? That'd be awesome. Yeah, cool. All right, so what about your race? You thinking human? You thinking Dragonborn?
I'm thinking just human.
Just human? Cool.
Yeah, we'll keep it pretty...
Sweet.
Pretty light.
So I'm thinking... pretty light. Pretty simple. So I'm thinking I'm going to do... probably a human ranger with the charlatan background, because I feel like playing like kind of a rogue, you know what I mean? Like not rogue as in like a rogue, but like rogue as in like this guy's actually had to hunt ghosts once or twice, but mostly he just lies about it and gets paid. And is a Ghostbuster. I'm who what's his name? Peck from the E.P.A. thought Venkman was. Not who Venkman actually was.
They show up with their light show.
Your light show and some halon gas, and everybody gets a little tipsy.
Did you say you wanted to be?
Class? I didn't pick a class.
Not picking a class yet.
I see.
This whole first half hour was just me deciding on being human.
Yeah.
Are you a rat catcher? What are you gonna do for rat catcher? You got lots of classes, man.
Classes?
I mean, well, I'll be kind of a jack of all trades if I'm a ranger. Right? I can do a bit of spellcasting at level 2.
Yeah, I don't want to do a warrior. I don't want to do a paladin.
You got your monks. You got your druids. You got your barbarians.
Do you want to roll for a haunting?
Bards.
Why don't you roll for a haunting on page 209 and see if that inspires you?
Yeah, okay.
Or roll until you get inspired, because that could be a cool way of doing it. I'm always like ideas out, so when I was reading the background stuff, that's where I came up with Ghostbuster, you know what I mean? Or like charlatan Ghostbuster, basically.
You got your sorcerer, you got your warlocks, and your wizards.
I have the basic ability to stab things and also cast spells at level 2. I can take an extra feat too, because I'm a ranger. But you got like barbarians, bards, clerics, druids, fighters, monks, paladinos, rangers, rogues, sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. And everybody's pretty good at stuff. As a ranger, I get dexterity and wisdom as my primaries, and then saving throws are strength and dexterity. I can use light, medium armor, shields, simple, and martial weapons. And I do get access to some spells later on too, which is pretty cool. I thought about being a barbarian, but then I was like, that's too straightforward. I want to do something with some character stuff. Get some dice.
D10.
Wait, D10? Yeah.
Where's the
D8? Here you go, right there.
Also there.
Take some dice. Okay, I got a whole set here. I'll throw you a set.
Nice. So you're going?
Well, I'm just going to roll a personality trait.
Ooh. A 1? I've always thought you had a 1 for personality.
I am a 1 for personality. So apparently, under the haunted 1 personality trait,
Okay.
a 1 is I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me.
Oh, no way. So you're like, you're yin to my yang, basically.
So-
Where I'm trying to avoid it at all costs.
I don't think I could have rolled a better result.
I believe the term is you ain't afraid of no ghost. Man. Oh shit, I'll get DNCA'd if I start singing songs.
Oh,
Yeah, even just humming them. There's
humming
a new
them, does that
movie coming
happen?
out, so they'll get you in trouble.
I'll get in trouble. In my Afterlife. I could just shill for it and be like, everybody go watch Afterlife. It looks great. It looks like the movie I wanted every sequel to be.
where's a D6?
D6. There's one in front of you too.
5.
5? Owen's impossible to read.
It's
Super metal dice.
It's ideals. Those dice are pretty awesome, but you'll kill
They
somebody.
are. You will kill. So you put those in
Was it
stock, you
5?
get self-defense
5.
5, yeah.
I like to know my enemy's capabilities and weaknesses before rushing into battle. Lawful.
Ah.
So he likes to think.
So you're one of the two brothers from Supernatural.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with like
A fighter?
a fighter or a clerk or something, or
You can be a barbarian. You can be like the barbarian who's just like hunting ghosts and
Conan the
everyone runs away
Librarian?
from you. Yeah, Conan librarian. You can be a barbarian who like
decimal system.
That's right. La, la, la.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll be barbarian. I'm gonna have trinkets and stuff, and
Cool.
yeah.
So you're a ghost. You're some type of. Well, what was your background? What's your haunting? We didn't roll that yet. You rolled your
haunting?
personality and stuff.
Is that the
big
harrowing
table?
event?
Yeah, the harrowing event. Yeah.
Where's
So you know your ideal and
20 or
stuff.
10?
10.
D10.
Right there, the 0.
There's one in front of you.
There's also that one. That's a 12.
Oh, it's 2 12s there. Never mind.
Do it.
Missing me.
Do it. 10.
10?
Oh, it's a big one.
10 is you did some terrible things. You did terrible things to avenge the murder of someone you loved.
You just made Drax the Destroyer.
You became a monster, and it haunts your waking dreams.
Okay,
there we go.
There you go. So you can write that down. There's literally a part in the sheet on it there for your traits, your ideals, your bonds, and your flaws.
All right, I'm gonna write that.
Maybe I will randomly roll some of the Charlatan ones because I bet there is a Charlatan one in here for the backgrounds.
So harrowing. There's no category for harrowing event.
I'll just write in your notes. Features and traits or notes. You became a monster. They made you a monster, and so you became a monster. Rick's taking him off the grid because he doesn't have a social insurance number. Where are we at now? We got, where's the backgrounds? Common adventuring, spellcasting conditions. Inspirational reading, 312. Personality backgrounds, 121. Let's see what we can find. Charlatan! All right. Favorite scheme. What is my favorite scheme? So it's D6, a 3. I insinuate myself into people's lives to prey on their weakness and secure their fortunes. That sounds like me. Scam. Note that down.
It's amazing
how art imitates life?
Yes,
I was
exactly.
just thinking that.
Yeah.
Scam.
Now I'm kind of concerned about these dice.
They might be cursed.
They're revealing.
They're too revealing, talking too much about us. Feature of false identity. I've created a second identity that includes documentation. So I have a nom de plume. That's awesome. I have a whole bunch of junk that's basically mine. So let's see, D8 for personality traits. Personality trait is a 5. I lie about almost everything, even when there's no good reason. Constant lying. I am a Ghostbuster. My ideal. 1, independence. I'm a free spirit, so I'm chaotic. And then my bond, 6. I swindled and ruined a person who didn't deserve it. I seek to atone for my misdeeds, but might never be able to forgive myself. So that's why I'm hunting real ghosts now, I guess, is that I totally screwed somebody over, basically. My bond, redemption on a scam. So I'm hunting real ghosts, even though I'm totally unqualified too. And that means my alignment's going to be chaotic something. I guess good. And then my flaw, 4. I'm too greedy. I can't resist risk if there's money involved. I do love money. All right, so I'm a charlatan. Sweet. And then skill proficiencies, I get deception and sleight of hand. Deception. And sleight of hand.
So for the ideals, it says lawful. So am I going to automatically put that in?
Yep. Yeah, you want to put it lawful automatically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we're going with this, I'm just following the dice roll space. I think that's cool.
I'm running with it.
And then 2 proficiencies. I can use a disguise kit, and I can use a to disguise myself as whoever. Disguise kit as my false identity, and I have a forgery kit. And my equipment, I get some fine clothes, a disguise kit, tools of your choice, the tools of the con basically, and a pouch containing 15 gold crowns. So I have 15 gold crowns. I have my disguise kit, which is my Ghostbusters uniform. I have a brown jumpsuit. I guess is what I have that says Venkman on it. Call it faith, call it luck, call it karma. And then, yeah, my false documents.
Alright, give me a D100. Roll up a...
2d10?
No. Well, D100, yeah. 2D10.
Yeah, 2d10.
What?
That's
Here,
not
here,
10.
that's right there. There you go.
I'll roll these dangerous metal die.
Okay.
These heavy metal ones.
Probably do it on the...
Yeah, on the pad over here, because I don't want to slam into the mics. There you go. Give yourself a pad. A dice rolling pad.
Okay. So, yeah, Gothic Trinket. I apparently have one of these. So it's a D100. And it is a 66. Ooh,
Head in a jar.
66.
Head in a jar.
A
Is it head in a jar?
A music box that plays itself whenever someone is holding it dances. Wait, what? A music box that plays by itself whenever someone holding it dances.
Oh, can it please play the theme from Benny Hill? When we chase people through all the doors, we go in and out whenever you're dancing. It just plays the Benny Hill music.
All
right. What else do I have? I have con tools. So how would I con people into thinking there's ghosts in the house? I guess ropes and levers. Con tools. Rope. Ghost noisemakers. Maybe I can convince Jay to give me some kind of a like a small glamored magical item that like throws my voice. You know what I mean? So you can do like the like I have some kind of like it's just a pebble. Yeah, exactly. It's a pebble, but you just like leave it somewhere in the house. Then you hear people be like, "Egon," kind of thing. You know what? I'm just gonna write that down. Stone throw voice. I have a radio. I have a far squeaker. I got 15 gold crowns. Where can I put that? Is there a gold crowns box? No.
And this haunted one, that's the background, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so like your personality trait, ideal, bonds, and flaws will be up there, and then just in your notes you can put anything else. I'm just kind of filling it up. What else do we have? Features and traits, equipment and character notes. Where's my 15 gold crowns? I guess write 15 gold crowns right here.
D6
that works.
Bond.
What's your bond? Who do you love?
3.
Nobody.
No one.
My torment drove away the person I love. I strive to win back the love I've lost.
Oh, that's it.
How's
It's a redemption story.
But how do I do that?
Redemption
Because
song.
my love got killed, unless it's the love of somebody else.
Maybe love
Aren't
somebody
you
else.
like a ghost man?
Yeah, but your love could be anybody.
Oh.
Your love could be anybody.
Maybe
Maybe
I'm
it's
still in
your.
love with the ghost?
Maybe, oh man, that could be cool. Yeah,
Gotta bring him back.
You gotta bring them back and resurrect them.
Oh.
Maybe they're like trapped in like a pool. You know what I mean? Like you did something terrible and a whole bunch of people died, and like they're trapped wherever they died,
Yeah.
and then you got to try and get them back. Like the Tegan and Sarah song, "Walking with a Ghost." I got 0 XP. My name is Ash. My background is I'm a charlatan, and then I am a ranger at level 1. A character name now. You know, I was thinking we could use the silly 40k name generators. There's like a bajillion of them from the
I
Chaos
have
Name
a
Rulebook.
good enough name generator, thank you.
Is there a name generator in here?
It might be in the other book.
Which one do you have? Is it Strahd or is it
That
Xanthar's
one.
Guide?
I think
Is it Xanthar's Guide?
The species names are like the last 2 pages.
Oh,
of that
sweet.
book.
Well, let's look up some species names.
Yeah, like
All right.
yeah.
Holy moly, yes there is. Spanish female. What?
Yeah, there's
Japanese
all the
male?
human types.
Greek male? French? Oh, I gotta be a French male. Obviously.
Obviously.
No. What's Venkman? Venkman's German. Let's do German. So it's what, D100? Where's my D100 gone? I got it right here. D100, all right, we're gonna roll on the German name male. 38. My name is Hartman. My first name is Phil.
Oh yeah.
Hartman.
I'm Troy McClure.
I'm Troy McClure. People might remember me from Troy McClure. I'm gonna give myself a English first name. I roll what's that? Is that a 1? 0? Yes, that's the 00. So I got 01. Whatever the first one name is. English male. Adam.
Adam Hartman.
Adam Hartman. No, that's a terrible name. Roll again. 7. Anselm. Anselm Hartman. I'm into it. Anselm Hartman.
All right, I'm gonna roll on a table that seems impossible.
Okay.
Flaws. 3. I feel no compassion for the dead.
Well,
They're the
no.
lucky ones.
Oh, it's getting dark. Your character's the darkest
Getting a little
character ever.
schizophrenic.
It's getting a little schizophrenic. I'm into it.
I feel bad for killing those people. Also, I killed the
But they're
person I
better
loved who
off.
died.
It's like, well, yeah,
They're
but it could be
better
like,
dead, but I gotta get
but
them.
it could be like they were infected with something, and you had to like kill them because they're all like a zombie thing. You know what I mean? But not really zombies. I killed Flanders. He was a zombie, like that kind of thing. And they're all dead now, and you're like feeling bad about it. Or they got like possessed by somebody. Who knows? All right, I gotta do some stats. Actually, Owen even hasn't decided his background and stuff yet. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Teching it in.
Quiet the whole time.
Look at him. Because now he's looking at bards. He's like, he's reading spells and stuff. He's got another thing.
No, I got it sorted out. I'm gonna be a sorcerer,
Okay.
and we're gonna do a draconic origin sorcerer, who is
Ooh.
also a Lightfoot halfling. So a Lightfoot halfling draconic sorcerer.
That's like
That's-
a Rottweiler and a
Wait,
Chihuahua trying to
I
get
was gonna say,
together.
wait. So you're a tiny dragon man?
Yeah, he's a tiny dragon man.
So you're like just like a little dragon man?
Yeah.
Okay. You're like Rocket Raccoon, but a dragon.
But a dragon,
Okay.
sneaky, small, hiding dragon man.
I'm into it. Do it.
And then I was just gonna roll
For backgrounds?
everything. So I'm gonna roll what kind of dragon he's descended from.
Okay. Do it. Where's your sheet? Oh, sorry. I
It's
got
right
you. Yeah, I
here,
got it.
right?
Okay.
So it is a 4 brass dragon.
Ooh. Brass dragon.
Yeah, there's
that
like
flagging
you got black and
dragon.
white on there too. So
Oof, you're a
don't
bad
wanna-
guy. That's
you don't
right,
wanna
yeah.
roll those
You want to
ones.
roll the bad guy ones. I mean, you could be a
maybe.
good version of a bad guy. Maybe it is a good
there's no
day
such
to be a
thing as
bad
that.
guy.
There's no
that's true.
redeeming characters in D&D. There's never been a class built around the idea that most of my race is bad, but I'm the good one.
That's fair. No, really?
No one has ever done
No one's ever done that for a book series going
No one
since the
has
mid
ever
90s?
been that person.
Okay, yeah. Okay, not ever.
Ever.
Not, okay. What if they had a panther?
Someone would just copy that if you did that.
It'd be imitation. Wouldn't be real.
Yeah. Then background, we're gonna go with folk hero.
Oh, obviously. Obviously, you're the tiny singing dragon.
Obviously.
You're the tiny dragon wizard.
So defining event for the folk hero. What did I roll there?
8.
8.
Your dice are illegible.
The Lord descended on unpopular decree after I led a symbolic act of protect against it.
What?
That's actually what it says. A Lord rescinded an unpopular decree after I led a symbolic act of protect against
You're
it.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
You're tiny gold dragon Gandhi. I will
We're
do
gonna
something.
put that one down to stood up to bad man.
Stood up to Batman. That's right. How dare you?
Dare you?
How dare you, Batman?
So personality trait D8. 7.
7?
I misuse long words in an attempt to sound smarter.
Oh my god, you're my favorite character already.
Misuse long.
I think that we need to be very circumcised is how we sneak in here. Do you mean circumspect? Shut up!
Now you got to play with this worse.
That's right. Everyone at the party not talking about anything. Me. Wolverine can't be circumcised.
What's that show? I'm a suppository of knowledge.
Not exactly, yeah.
Oh yeah, you should have watched more Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Rickyisms.
Yes, it's just all Rickyisms. You don't need to be at Rocket Appliances to get your grade 12.
Ideal. 1.
Uno.
Respect. People deserve to be treated with dignity and respect.
Awesome. You're an indignant dunderpot. Respect. RESPECT, please. Where is my Ranger page?
Blonde. That's a D6, and that's not a D6.
That's right there.
5. I protect those who cannot protect themselves. Oh,
Of course
my
you
gosh,
do.
it's creeping into paladin territory.
The tiny dragon man with delusions of grandeur.
And then flaw. Here's where it's gonna all come crashing down. 3.
3?
The people who knew me when I was young know my shameful secret. I can never go back again. He wasn't always a halfling.
He wasn't always halfling. I got shrunk. They put me in the laundry and I came out little.
There was that one spring break.
No, that's the one time. There was the one time at Bard Camp.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The one time at Bard Camp, it always went bad.
I gotta stand up for the little people. I didn't used to be one of them.
I didn't used to be one of them. I got shrunk. I might have socially injected a shrink potion.
All right. Well, that's it for that.
Cool.
Just rolling up stats.
I have a little bit more.
A little bit more because you got to do some.
I got some magics.
You got some magic to pick. Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll those 2.
You got to pick. Yeah, you got to pick proficiencies, weapons, tools, stuff
Well, that
like
doesn't
that.
impact this.
No, it's true.
Thankfully.
Why don't we do our stats first?
Okay.
Because we picked race, we picked stat, or we picked a class. We'll do our stats.
This is
and
all
that
just
way
my
we'll know.
class.
Is all just your class?
Yeah, because I get
Oh, you
spells.
get spells first
I'm a
level. That's
wizard.
right. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Because I watched, I think it was WebDM, and they were talking about playing characters. Because, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense that your character should start off knowing exactly what spells you want them to know.
Right.
Because, like, especially for sorcerers, where you just, like,
You're instinctive.
create magic, why should you just happen to always get, like, Prestidigitation, Light, and, like, Firebolt? Like, why do those always show up? Well, we're going to see.
We're gonna
So
roll
you get-
instead.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm
God,
gonna roll a
okay.
d20. There's only 16 in the list for cantrips, but I get 4 of them. So we're getting 11. 11 minor illusion.
That's gonna be handy.
I mean, in theory, for a sneaky dragon elf. I mean, halfling.
I mean, halfling.
2.
2.
Blade ward.
Ooh.
For warding of your blade.
19's a reroll.
2.
2 again. 9.
9.
Mending. Mending's sweet. I actually know that spell.
So for weapons breaker, web wear, or whatever, or
Yeah.
you fight a rush monster.
When you need more pants, and then
We
shocking
don't have enough
grasp.
pants.
Shocking grasp. And then I get 2 level 1 spells. For 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Detect magic.
That's pretty good.
There's never a time that that's not a good thing to have. And 11. Fog cloud.
Ooh, fog cloud. Is that what you do? Something good?
I haven't played very much D&D. Like I can't. I know a few of the spells, like the ones that I always want, like shield
Right.
is like a fantastic spell that you just always want to have, or
Gotcha.
like magic missile, or mage armor. Like all these are like
Classic,
hey,
classic good ones.
these are the ones you might want to take. Like
Right.
shield in this edition is kind of bananas because it's like when someone goes to attack you after they roll the dice, add 40 armor save.
Oof.
It's like okay,
That sounds pretty great.
yeah. There we go. So I'm good there.
Cool. Yeah, I had to pick some stuff too. I had to pick 3 skills. I automatically have light armor, medium armor, shields, simple weapons, martial weapons, no tools, but I get the disguise kit and forgery kit skills from that. And then my saving throws are strength and dexterity, and I can choose 3 from the following: animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, stealth, and survival. I chose investigation and insight because I figure like the whole Ghostbusters thing, or whatever, the whole hunter thing, it kind of makes sense. And I chose stealth on top of that to go with my sleight of hand because I'm obviously a ranger. My dex bonus is a big part of my day-to-day survival. And then choosing my equipment, I can choose, in addition to anything beyond my background, scale or leather. I think I'm going to go with leather just because it's not going to affect my ability to be sneaky. I can do 2 short swords or 2 simple melee weapons. I think I'm just going to go with 2 short swords. I can do Dungeoneer's pack or Explorer's pack. I'll do an Explorer pack. I get a longbow and 20 arrows.
All kinds.
Yeah. And then you're a barbarian there, Kris. So you get all kinds of fun stuff. And then what? That's right, do as you will. What comes in a adventurer pack? Oh, I also have to choose my favorite enemy. I'm gonna probably do undead because that would just make sense.
Yep.
And then I have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track your favorite enemies, as well as intelligence checks to recall information on them. So all my intelligence checks for investigation, I'd have a bonus on. I also learn the language of my enemy, spoken my favorite enemy, and if they speak one at all. I don't know if undead have a language.
Many don't, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you can choose an additional favorite enemy at 6th and 14th. So we're going to go undead, favorite enemy, ghosts, undead, and then I'll look up and see if there's a language for them, but I have advantage on wisdom checks to know things about them. And then
the very first one. They love that alphabet.
They do.
Sort of.
And then natural explorer.
He's well dressed for a barbarian.
He's very
Hey, man,
yeah. His
totem
furs are very
barbarians
fancy.
a thing.
It's true. And at second level, I can choose a fighting style, and that's it. At second level, I also get spellcasting. Other than that, I just have natural explorer. So our group's never slowed down by difficult terrain. Can't become lost except by magical means. Even when you are engaged in other activity while traveling, I remain alert to danger, so it's hard to surprise us. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at normal pace. When you forage, you find twice as much food. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area, which is pretty cool. But I have to pick one favored terrain type. And I can choose from Arctic, coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain,
Clearly
swamp,
Arctic.
or Underdark. I mean, we are Canadians. It really should be the Arctic.
He's an undead hunter in Skyrim.
We're hunting Wendigos. That's all we're doing. Just Wendigos everywhere. I think we just go forest. Because, forest or grassland? No, we'll just say forest.
Did you name your character Generico?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't put New York City as an environment.
Arctic.
They didn't have New York City. Explorer. Forest.
He's a snow ranger.
The forest. He's a snow ranger, a snanger. And that's it. So after that, it's all higher level stuff. I think that's all I've got. And so I need to see what's in the Explorers pack. I think the packs come at the end, don't they? Selling
They're mixed in there
treasure,
with your
equipment.
stuff. And the equipment stuff, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yep. Packs, light, medium armor. I'm taking some leather armor. Where is my armor here? Hit dice, D10s. And then what armor do I want here? Light armor, leather, 11 plus dex. I guess I could take, what's the other one? Scale mail. 50, 14 plus dex, but I'm at disadvantage for stealth, yeah. So I just take leather and not be disadvantaged for stealth, I don't think. So it's 11 plus dex mod.
No one ever sneaks.
No one ever sneaks? You're sure?
Or they always do. I always get those two mixed up.
I think it's they always do. Don't you use surprise for advantage? It's not a thing.
It can be.
But stay
how
close.
often you
Stay
allow them to
close.
surprise.
I know exactly what to do. 1, 2, 3, get her! Getting into out of armor. What is it for light armor? 1 minute. That's cool. Get off in 1 minute.
It's 10 rounds.
10 rounds. No, it's 5 seconds per round, so 12 rounds.
6.
6 seconds per round? Is it really?
You'd be an absolute madman to have made it 5. It's like, if
It
you
doesn't
just,
divide very well then? That's
arbitrarily,
true. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
I mean, maybe. What temperature does water freeze in Fahrenheit?
Maybe 2. It's fairly arbitrary, yes, you're right. So I have a explorer's kit. So I have a backpack, bedroll, mess tin, tinderbox and 10 torches, 10 days of rations, water skin, and 50 feet of hempen rope. So I have an explorer's pack.
Rope.
Can do everything with rope.
50 feet of coiled wire.
10 rations. What else do we have? Water skin.
Skills too.
Mm-hmm.
Tinderbox mess kit.
I'm thinking.
Are you though?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
Survival's always good. Some
That's what I
people like
was
being alive. Perception's also really good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Perception and survival. 'Cause athletics, man.
They go hand in hand
Intimidation?
with not being dead.
I don't think I'm going to be the group talker, so.
I mean,
There's a good-
clearly it's Owen.
You're not wrong. Because I happen to be very good at deception, intimidation, and persuasion.
I'm very good at deception, but then I'm also good at sleight of hand stealth, investigation, and insight,
And animal handling
and animal handling.
and survival.
We're just making the guardians
I'm a
of
folk
the
hero.
guardians of the galaxy right now. We have Groot, we have Rocket Raccoon,
just
and
a human.
I guess I'm Star Lord.
Human and you're human.
I'm just talking about
There's a
roles. I'm just talking
disproportionate
about
amount of humans.
roles. There's a disproportionate amount of humans. You're right. And then we're looking for, so that's all my equipment and stuff. Let's start doing some stats
The
while you
deep
write down your
secret,
stuff.
He actually isn't a dragon sorcerer. It's just a skin condition.
It's just-
He's got psoriasis.
he's got dragonitis. My only regret is that I have bonitis. Let me find the stats. I think stats are, short is D8, isn't it? Equipment, armor, shields, weapons. I think a short sword is D8 damage.
I think it's D6 because
D6?
long swords are D8.
Yeah,
Or wait,
probably
they
right.
might be D10.
I think they're D10.
I think it's D6.
Martial weapons.
Because knives are 4s.
Short swords are D6 piercing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And then a longbow is.
Where would I put rage and rage damage?
You can do that under
Skills?
attacks and spellcasting.
Yeah, or features. Yeah, actually, that would go
You're
under
not
attacks
ever
and
going to
spellcasting.
spellcast, but you could put it under there as a
Because
spell.
it is like, because you enter your rage and then you get all kinds of bonus damage and stuff. And then the longbow, D8 piercing.
Yeah, you get +2 damage whenever you're mad.
I got 20
You only get mad
arrows.
twice a day.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, you only get mad twice.
Put some ice in the angry juice, and then you go and get
So what you're saying is you start dosing with PCP.
If you do it right, you only have to rage once per day.
That's true. If you're into it. All right, so we got 27 points to buy stats.
when he wakes up and until he goes to bed.
Just keep stabbing him. Just keep stabbing him and stabbing him.
Poking him like a rabid dog.
So 27 points to buy stats. Now, most stats, I think, is it 9 is 0? I think it's 9 is 0, and then 10 or more, they start costing points.
I need to look up some stuff for my guy.
Yeah.
Let's
We
go to
can
that
do that
page.
off camera. So here we go. So it's page 13 for buying stats. Yeah, so an 8 is 0, 9 is 1, 10 is 2, 11 is 3, 12 is 4,
We'll get there, don't worry.
13 is 5, 14
page
is
is it?
7, and 15 is 9. And then we have 27 points to buy with, basically.
27?
Yep, 27 to add together to buy all 6 of your stats. So like you could do 3 low, 3 high. You go like 15 3 times and then 0 for 8s. So if you want dump stat, it's 8. Or you can go anywhere in between. And then you're going to get +1 to all your stats. And remember, even number stats are where you get a bonus because you're human. You're just statistically superior.
Right.
So you get +1 to all your stats, basically.
Yeah, the barbarian has a plus 2. Or
No,
Your
that's
faction will get one, or your human's ability. The +2 for barbarian is
right.
the damage.
Is your damage? Yeah.
Human also has the variant option to get
Right.
an extra feat.
And take an extra feat instead. But we're getting that for free from Jay as a DM, so you can take an extra
2
feat if
feats
you
are
want.
good. 2 feats are good too.
You can do that too, yeah. You can not take the stat bonus and take 2 feats.
Polearm, great weapon. No, don't do that. It's just not very fun.
So at 27, so right now most of my skills are in, and sorry, my main proficiencies are for a ranger. I want dexterity. I think it's dexterity and wisdom.
And yeah, the bonuses that you get to these skills is on the even numbers.
That's right. So you want to take the odd numbers usually when you're human because then they all jump up to even. So whenever you're buying, you want to buy 27 points. That adds up to an odd number. because we're all going to skip to the next highest one. So all your 15s will be 16s, all your 13s will be 14s, etc., etc. Druids, Rangers, and yeah. So I have primary abilities are Dexterity and Wisdom. So Insight right now I have in Wisdom, and Dexterity I have Sleight of Hand and Stealth. And so what is the primary ability again? That's where you draw your proficiency bonus from? No, that's your level.
Yeah, your primary ability is most likely what you're going to be using.
That's
What
right.
are you again?
I'm
Ranger?
Sorry, I'm Dexterity and Wisdom.
Yeah, so you're going to use weapons that have finesse as a trait.
That's
so
right.
Like things like bows.
Yep.
Because then your dexterity will do your damage.
Your damage, that's right, yeah. And then Strength and Dexterity are my saving throw proficiencies, that's right. So for my saving throws, I'm using Strength and Dexterity. So Dexterity is my main stat I want to have be high.
And then wisdom, because that turns into your spellcasting
That's right,
stat
later on. Yeah. And I've already got some skills level in there. And you get your proficiency bonus on all the skills that you are proficient in. So you're again, at first level proficiency bonus is +2, right?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. You don't remember any of this? I like how you're the one I'm like, oh yeah, Owen's played recently, and then you're like, oh, I don't know.
When you say recently, you got to keep context.
Like
That
6 months ago.
That was like a year ago.
That's fair. That's fair.
6 months ago we started talking about this.
And then it finally happened. Where is the proficiency bonus? Armor class. Tiers of play, beyond first level. I think it was +2. I'm pretty sure the base one was +2, goes by level.
So we have 27 points to spend?
Yep, 27 points to add up
And this
into
is
your
the
total
cost of
stats.
them to have that stat.
Yeah, so... Okay.
You could
I'm
go-
going to make it real easy. I'm going to go 13s on everything and 10 on that.
You could. I
could
would
easily, yeah.
focus. So the two for you is you're going to want these two to be higher. Because strength
Yeah.
is going to determine your damage, and your constitution is how much health you have before you die.
Right.
So like,
And you're a
if-
barbarian.
If you were pushing, like, I would do, I don't know, 15s into those two,
Yeah.
and then whatever you can afford in the others, because like, you don't really need intelligence. Let's be honest, and you don't really need charisma.
Well, that's why I said charisma was going to be my bonus.
Because I was going to,
Yeah.
because for me, I was going to do two 15s into Wisdom and Dexterity, which would be 18 points to spend. And then I'd have 3 11s and an 8. So I had like a dump stat. Or I could do 2 11s for 6 and a 10 and a 9. Because the 9s will jump to 10s, you know what I mean? So it's not like I have a too
When you
terrible
play
stat.
barbarian, these don't matter. you
Only
could
two
do the
stats matter.
15, 8, 8, 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was
And then-
my plan. My plan was to buy 2 15s.
And even more than that, he also said the other option is you can get +1 to 2 more stats. So you could go 15, 15, 15.
Was it 2 more
8,
stats?
8,
I thought it was abilities.
This is what abilities are.
+1 to each of 2 different abilities. That's right. Yeah. Or +2 to a single
so you
ability.
could go 16, 16, 16, 10, 10, 9 as your stats.
Right.
And then whatever your racial bonus for... Oh, no. Then you get another +1 on top of all of that.
Yeah.
On the bottom row. No, that's right. I added it all
Yeah,
up.
no, yeah, up in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
that
not a
could
terrible
be your stat
idea.
line.
Because my plan was to go. I'm going to go 15 goes
Use
to
literally any
16.
weapon. You're good at both knives and strength. You can dodge. You're tough, and you're not that dumb. You're just
Right.
average man dumb.
you're just an average dude. It's just a regular Joe. If you sit silently, if you sit still completely, you'll just disappear. So yeah. So for my buy, I'm going to do 2 15s. I'm going to do a 13, and that puts me at 18, 23. And then I have 4 points left. I'm going to buy 2 10s.
8, 8, 8.
Yeah, 8, 8, 8.
But
2
then
10s
you're
and
going
an
to get
8.
mods to those because human's going to give you +1 to everything,
Right.
and then
But would the +1 go here?
it would. I mean, it honestly just changes this number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going 16 in
And then
dexterity with
the
my
other thing
bonus.
is because of the way we're playing, you get another 2 more +1s.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could just push strength to 18 instead,
Yeah, that's
and then just be kind of dumb and charismaless.
charisma.
Charismaless.
Yeah.
So
Is that a word?
I guess
Are you saying it's not?
he's saying it isn't. So I'm going to be a grand total of 16 dexterity, 16 wisdom, 14 charisma, and that's by spending 18 plus 5 is 23. And with my 4 left, I'm going to spend 3 to be Constitution 12, and then another 1, which will go to 10 for my strength. And then I'll be 8 for intelligence, but then I'll go to 9 for my ability, and then 10, 11 because of my buying 2 stats with the way we're playing with our DM bonus. So my overall stats are going to be Strength 10, Dexterity 16, Con 12, Intelligence 11, Wisdom 16, and Charisma 14. I'm proficient in Sleight of Hand and Stealth, in Investigation with my Intelligence, in Insight with my Wisdom, and in Deception with my Charisma of 14. And that's my 27 points spent, plus my bonus points from the DM attributed to my character.
Me, I'm an 18 strength, 15 dexterity, 15 constitution, 8 intelligence, 8 wisdom, 8 charisma.
Nice.
With a +2 proficiency.
You gotta get your name, man. You need to roll the name generator?
Yeah, let's roll a name.
Sweet.
What's the name?
Well, choose a background. So most of the names
human
are...
barbarian.
You're human barbarian, so
What kind of
Polynesian
human
male.
are you?
What's that?
Slavic male? There's Slavic male. You want to do that one?
Sure.
All right, do it. So Slavic male name,
What is it?
D100.
D100. But then we'll give you a Roman first name. Or I don't know, Mesoamerican.
We're looking at,
Your illegible dice.
yeah, it's 1,
1.
or is it 100?
I don't know.
Yeah,
1 and 00.
that would be 100.
Is it 100?
No,
100?
that would be 1.
1 or 100?
0 and 00 is 100.
But is the 09?
The 00 is the
Because
tens
1
or the
0
hundreds?
is 1.
I don't
Isn't
know.
it?
No, I think the 00 is the highs.
Oh no, because 1 0 and then a 10
Yeah,
is
yeah.
100.
So
That's
you're on
fine.
1.
So you're the bottom.
Your name is Alexandru.
Alexandru?
Alexandru. Alexandru. And I'm Anselm Hartman.
Okay, what's my last name?
Roll again.
That's shit, I think it was a 7. 37.
37.
Yeah.
Dragomir.
Dragomir?
Dragomir.
That sounds like a Slavic
Appropriately
name.
Slav barbarian name.
Yeah.
Sweet. Appropriately Drax the Destroyer. Or you could just been the Destroyer.
Destroyer. The Destroyer.
Alexander the Destroyer. That makes sense. That would be an appropriate name as well. Is there tiny draconic names? I didn't even look. Maybe there are draconic names.
I mean, there probably are.
It is the guide to everything. Dwarf? Draconic? Yeah, Dragonborn. There you go.
Your dice don't spin.
They're not going to spin. I would be surprised.
They're very heavy. They're ridiculously heavy.
These are wicked heavy dice.
Crush someone's skull heavy.
And they come to sharp points. Like,
Owen got a self-defense system and also D&D dice at the same time.
well, we realize that his D4s are caltrops.
Basically, are they sharp? Oh, they're pretty sharp. Oh, geez, if my kids lived off on the ground somewhere, I would have a broken foot in like
We
no
were saying
time.
that like things are going back. You're just like, yeah!
That's right, they're full dice. Pocket sand. All right, what's your stats at?
So stats are 10 for strength, 16 agility or dexterity, 14 constitution, 8 for intelligence, 10 for wisdom, and 16 for charisma.
I love that you're not smart.
He uses the big smart words.
He uses the big smart words. I'm a suppository of
bigly
knowledge.
intelligent.
He's bigly intelligent. He's a suppository of knowledge.
Yeah, you're going to have to brush up on
And
your wikisms.
That's
instead
right.
of the pluses to stats on top of that, I went for the free trait and got lucky.
Sweet. Awesome. We all have to pick a feat, don't we?
No,
you don't get
that
a feat.
was
That's right.
stat or
That's right.
yeah.
Stat or feat. That's right. Yeah.
And humans could
additional
take
feat.
stat or feat as well. So you
That's
could
right.
double down on feats if you.
If you so chose, yeah.
No, I'm
Well, I'm
going for
gonna do
18, so I can just put people in half.
As you
Just
should.
apply weapon. What weapon did you pick for your dude?
Oh, I didn't pick a weapon.
He gets
Because you
all
get
the
to pick.
weapons.
Yeah, he gets to
Yeah.
pick any martial weapon. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
yeah,
as
any
barbarian.
weapons are simple and martial.
Simple. He gets all of them. Every weapon he gets. Anything that falls into his hands is a weapon.
No, I'm just
Am I
curious.
gonna roll a name?
What you
What's
start
the
with though?
sheet
Oh yeah,
in-
sorry. Yeah, go for your names. Do it.
So is it halfling name and draconic name?
Let's do the draconic first name, the halfling second name.
32.
32 for Dragonborn male. We've got Griffin.
Griffin?
Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin
Sure.
is right.
I think it's appropriate that you misspell it.
Yeah.
However you want to spell it.
And then 63.
63.
Nope, 93.
93 for the halfling male. We've got Welby. Griffin Welby.
Welby Griffin.
Welby Griffin. No, Welby Griffin. Welby Griffin. Yeah. Welby Griffin for sure. Yeah, Welby Griffin, Anselm
my
Hartman, and then what was yours again?
Electro
Alexandru Dragomir? Dragon Man? Perfect. All level 1, all ready to have an adventure, get sucked into Castle Ravenloft, or wherever it is we end up going. That's pretty exciting. So did you pick your spells?
Yeah,
I rolled all my spells.
Oh, you rolled all your spells, that's
We
right.
got
Awesome.
Minor Illusion, Blade Ward, Mending, Shocking Grasp, Detect Magic, and Fog Cloud.
And I'm a constantly lying, greedy, independent charlatan. You're a vengeful, like, murder engine that's trying to get back the ghost love of his life, who he led to their death. And then you're a dragon of the people, a halfling dragon of the people. By the people, for the people, Welby. Make Farron great again.
And he's a brass dragon. That's right.
He's a brass dragon, that's right, yeah.
So he's a chatty dragon, too.
It's all the spray tan.
How's things going with you? Things are going okay for me.
That's right. He's going great. So anyway, there you go. We made some characters. I hope you enjoyed that. We should hopefully be recording at the end of the month our first one-shot with Jay. So look forward to that on an upcoming Sunday, probably in February. Big thanks for watching. Next time I'm Ash. This is Kris and Owen. Happy wargaming.